Detective Paul Mango returns, baby. I have returned to do some more Age of Empires 2 streaming. Arabia's marked. Cool. My elo is 1375. Feeling alive, baby. We had our first games back after about 2 weeks of not playing, where there's some pretty considerable rust that we're working off. And I like to define the rust as, like, when you're in the game, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of been automated through years and years and years of playing. But if you're someone like me that doesn't have years and years and years of regular playing, a lot of that stuff I need to consciously think about when I'm at the start of the game. Like the Dark Age opening build, if I'm not consciously thinking about it, I'll just miss things. And there's maybe 5 or 6 things that will consciously be in my brain that now have leaked away. And a lot of yesterday was re-remembering lessons and rules and laws that I'd either been coached through or I'd deduced myself and so on and so forth. So I want to talk about my goals for today. I think my big goal is I'm noticing that I'm having some significant fragility right as I'm hitting feudal age. And the sort of arc of walling my base and managing feudal age. So I'm going to be thinking a lot about that as I play these games. And we're going to be playing Burgundians. I just think they're awesome. They're fun. I'm not that interested in doing variety at the moment. But, I might do some Archer civilizations coming up. I want to do a lot more Archer play in the near term. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Set up. Alright. So let's try to go out to the outer ring and see if we can see. Is this an actual hard wall? Yes! Alright, cool. I really want to find my things early on and send them right back. Because Vietnamese, as I have learned, can do this shit. And Dragastar was really great about giving me guidance and advice on how this should work. Oops. Oh, I see what's happening here. Let's see if I can avoid getting lamed too hard. Alright, great. You absolute fucking idiots. I'm gonna scout the rest of this. I know. Yes! Oh shit, I'm just as bad as my opponent is. Fuck yeah. Now this is about as good as I could have played at my skills. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Losing the villager is significantly worse than losing the other things. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. You absolute fucking idiot, dude. I swear to God. Taking off every bit of my focus. Oops, I did it one early. Oof, God, that is... Woo! I can build 2 of these. Okay, guys. Okay, and I have 1 more to go. Okay, so this is about as good as I could possibly have done. I have not scouted my opponent at all. Because I was spending time trying not to mess up with my boar, and then I just mess up with my villager at the boar, but that's okay. So next step of the plan. Get scouts and go abouts. I don't know. So let's do this. Let's hit this button. So this is where I need to just make a decision. I'm just going to wall like this. Oops, sorry, hit this. Okay, didn't do this. See, some of the shift queuing in this game is a little wacky to me. Okay, so that's 2 archery ranges, so I should quickly be going for a archery range. All right, so What the fuck? Ah! I don't know why I'm still making scouts. I'm a bit in autopilot. Very weird looking wall, but that's the life that I lead. Thought I canceled him, but you know, that's what it means to be Day9. Oh, that's where I accidentally do the miss rally, huh? Villain is walled in tight. I should have stopped in a lower number of scouts, but I'm overall relatively pleased with myself thus far. So I'm going to try not to get any upgrades. Oh, wait. A lot of gold getting mined. I forgot that I can just do this. You fucking assholes, dude. If you hold shift and do that command in StarCraft, it sends it, and it sends the guy back when it's done. And I cannot get over that. And I cannot forgive it. Holy shit, I'm causing damage. I'm causing damage, I'm causing damage. I'm gaming. I know this is not ideal, but... I think I was standing still too much. Okay, I keep thinking that, like, I've won this fight, and then I just go elsewhere. Okay. I did it! Incredibly, insanely, ridiculously sloppy, but it is done. much does this cost? More wood than the world has ever known. Why not? Oh yeah, I need some more gold, huh? Alright, so we're gonna chill. We're gonna start massing up some skirms. I need this thing up. Not my best job, but not my worst job either. $230 gold, $230 wood. Alright. So maybe I should be more aggressive right now, but I don't know. I maybe I'm leveling myself here. Okay. I cannot remember these fucking numbers. Oh my god, dude. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up. I didn't rebuild into a good wood line. Whatever. Whatever. What can you do? Alright, so I've messed up a little bit here. I'm just going to try to take the high ground. Dude, I do not know what's happening in my mind that is making this like the most difficult thing to do. To save up 230 gold. To build lead skirmishers. I've done it! I've actually done the fucking thing. Jesus, that was really fucking hard for this brain. Queue them up, please. 9 seems like a perfectly fine amount. Oopsie, fucking oopsie. Oopsies. Cab archers, okay. What? Oh, there is a little hole there. I see. Did I not ever finish my wall of houses? Okay, so I need to get my fucking head in the game here. I'm gonna need some stones, so let's do this. I see. Okay. Maybe I should have just gotten that earlier. Okay. Good, we got all that shit. Huh. Do. Not building workers. Should probably go back to building workers. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, you motherfuckers! What are you fucking doing? Go there. Okay. I'm deleting this. I do not give a shit. I do not have a fucking clue in hell why these things are behaving the way they are. It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh shit. Oops. Oops. I am out of stone. How do I get to mark it? No, QD. That's right. Is there not a single patch here? Alright, whatever. This, yes, here. I'm getting very disorganized here. I'm losing track of my shit, and it looks like all the resources are just on the opposite side of the map. This. I can repair this. I need to remember this. My micro's kind of falling apart a little bit because I'm a little flustered about my lack of gold. think I actually got it, amazingly. Get out there, guys. Okay, and then we want to... Oh, I see. Getting housed, best mechanic in the game. Sure, why not? There's a reason why I wanted to get a castle over there. Holy shit, what? Woo! Wow, he really was on 1 TC. I actually understood what was happening in the game. Minus... I swear to fucking God, I was having the worst time remembering where things were. Oh my God. Like, I actually concluded it correctly. Because if he went archers into... Oh my God. It was the greatest game. Thanks for the note. Holy shit, dude. I understood what was happening in the game. Oh my God. Now, I did about 10,000 things wrong. Let's do load game. But dude, I did a lot of things right. Dude. Was Skirm Army missing on that first engage versus archers? I had no... Okay, so let me actually walk through the entire game. So first of all, here's the thing that I was most happy with. I saw my opponent get a lot of archers. And then... Like, so I see two... Not hatchery, what are they called? Archery ranges. Jesus, my brain is fucked. Okay, I saw two archery ranges. So I went, okay. My opponent is doing aggro stuff. And then I saw a bunch of cavalry archers. So I was like, aha. My opponent is still making a whole bunch of aggressive things. Now, I remembered to get the Siege Workshop later than I wanted to. But I did remember to get it. I did freaking remember to get it. And then I saw the Siege Workshop, so I was like, okay, so my opponent is going really crazy aggro. And then when I saw the castle, I was like, my opponent is all fucking in. And my understanding of the game was I need to, as quickly as I can, defend, not lose units, and get to Castle Age. Or excuse me, Imperial Age, so I can push this back out. But there were a couple of economic things that made me feel really off in the late games that I just want to take a peek at. But, dude, first of all, I did Dragonstar AoE, who I've been watching a lot of lately, who is amazing and awesome. I credit everything that went well in this game to Dragonstar. So first of all, the advice that Dragonstar gives is that there's a ring around your base where your sheep and other resources show up. So, like, about this much space, you don't need your scout. You want to go in the outer ring. And therefore, the inner ring can be used to... It's shift right click? Yeah. The inner ring can be scouted with sheeps. So see how this guy is going on the outer ring to find the sheeps? And that, you know, you can then find the boars on the inner ring. Dude, this is so rough. I'm like literally on as low ground as possible. I didn't even notice that until right now when I saw Great Hilbert Space say it. Okay. And I played against the Vietnamese. And this makes me really happy because the Vietnamese... They fucking can cheese you. And I saw that Villain was cheesing us. I saw this happen. Dude, my reaction was so good. By the way, how do I change this away from ELO into score? Someone who knows this better than I do. Oh, the score is right there on the other side. Okay, I see. Never mind. Dude, and look at this. Why are my sheep here? By the way, okay, brief interjection. I am fucking pissed off as fuck about how shift clicking works differently in different RTS games. I just can't get it out of my muscle memory. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I mean, Jesus, I've had friends change their names and pronouns. Yeah, it's a little bumpy, but you get the hang of it, you know? But I literally can't get the fucking shift queuing out. I can't. It's impossible. It drives me insane. It's the worst thing ever. Jesus. It's not even an understanding person on the other side where you address them by the wrong name. They're like, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, thanks. The sheep is like, I'll die immediately. And I'm like, no, don't fucking die. And it's like, bye, I'm rotting. Like fucking assholes. Hate shift queuing in this game. But now, dude, I was really pleased with how I dealt with this. You just slow the piggy down. And then I got this. I hit him. I fucked him up. And then I know there's this kind of weird thing that I'm going to illustrate that happens in StarCraft, which is the way that unit movement works is, let's imagine that you have a unit here that is moving this way. So in a moment, so here is what is going to be on frame 1, and then it will be here on frame 4, okay? So what happens if you are the blue dude and you right-click on this unit? What many games will do, and actually I will just kind of illustrate this even more pedantically because I'm fucking gassed up, man. What many games will do is they will say, okay, here is how this unit moves this way on frame 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what happens on frame 1 in Age of Empires is it does this, and then on the next frame, it will go, oh, whoops, I'm here, and you're over here. So I'm actually going to turn this way. Actually, I should just do it like this. It goes this way, and then it gets here on frame 2, and it goes, oh, you're over here. And then when it gets to frame 3, it goes, oh, I see, you're over here. And then when it gets to frame 4, it goes, oh, you're over here. Now, like, often it actually winds up taking more of a path like this overall, which means that, like, if this unit starts turning like this on frame 5, 6, I don't even need to draw the arrows. The numbers already communicate that. Like, if I do something like this, it means that this unit will actually eventually hit this one. This is how it works in Age of Empires. In StarCraft, it only updates every couple of frames. So roughly every 4 frames. So what happens in StarCraft is if you are here, moving, and I say, okay, right-click here, and then it starts moving, this unit will go 2, 3, 4, and then go, oh shit, you're over here. And in StarCraft, it's even worse because it does do predictions, but only per frame. So imagine a player says, okay, I want this unit to go here, actually, wait, no. On frame 2, I'm going to change my mind and go this way. So then I'm going to arrive here for a couple frames later. Let's say on frame 5. So it's like frame 1, I click here. Oops, I cancel this on frame 2 and go this way. The way this works in StarCraft is that this unit will, on frame 1, be headed this way to meet this. And it will just keep going until this unit is at frame 4 here, and this unit is at frame 4 over here, and then it'll go, oh, wait, shit, let me redirect. So in other words, if you're chasing something like this and they turn, your unit will actually not respond in StarCraft quickly enough. In other words, if you change your angles of a unit, you can shake someone on your tail. Or more broadly, if you say, I want Unit A to follow Unit B, if Unit B continues to change direction, Unit A will never catch up. This is also true in a lot of older games that use sort of a grid-based A-star pathing. So in this game, things really continuously track each other. So I've made this mistake a million times where if I just right-click on the enemy, I realize now I will eventually hit them. Yeah, SC2 doesn't work like that in the slightest. And also, I like StarCraft 1's pathing better than StarCraft 2. It's too smooth in StarCraft 2. So here, I made a number of just control mistakes here and did wind up losing a boar, which is both hilarious and embarrassing. But, you know, what can you do? I'm going to put my sheepsies right here next time. And I did get my sheep. I didn't get cheesed by the Vietnamese. Okay, so the one thing that I think was a downside of this is that... Wow, I have 48 seconds of idle TC time. I think I was just so startled by everything that was happening that I idled kind of hard here. But you know what? That's okay. Because I actually... should have been a little better than that. So I didn't really get a good opportunity to scout my opponent because I'm just like, dude, I'm just gonna go for food. That's it. I'm just gonna be a food guy. I do get my bow saw because I like the resource advantage, and I thought that honestly I was doing pretty good here. Here's the reasons why I would claim I was doing pretty good. Everything that was happening with my economy was intentional. I never care if I have the right answer. I care if what I'm trying to do does happen, and if my understanding of the game state is accurate. If I said to myself, I want to make sure that I have enough for double stable scout production, and like this is what my economy looked like, I'd be like, oh shit, I did something wrong. I don't have enough wood, right? That's an example of I can't do what I'm intending to do. Oh, this is so sick. You can also take your boar with your second villager out of TC and not get lamed. Yes, but I want to practice this way because I also think it's better because I'm not deviating too much from my build. And furthermore, it actually is bad for my opponent. Then they have like a super weak scout. I want them to lame and fail, or I want them to try to lame and fail because their scout will take some hits. Anyways, that's how I think of it. And then I saw this, and then I made skirmishers, and after beginning to make skirmishers, look at how low my wood is. I'm building my farms really aggressively. I'm doing a good job being a gamer baby. I'm doing a good job. I overbuilt scouts. I didn't want to build as many scouts. And then I was like, oh shit, I can pressure. I think that this is okay for me. I think I need to have some sort of vision around... By the way, do these little flags, can I see those in the game? These, because I think I learned this, like, within the last week. You can see how the garrisoning works. Huh. This is okay. I make my opponent spend some resources. I pick off a unit. Retargeting in this game is wild. So I said, okay, I'm going to hit this. Just make them make more resources right now. I didn't even see this. 14 archers. I walked right around it. Damn. So I was actually really proud of and pleased with this moment in the game, because I was like, hey, I am wrecking your stuff. Yep, just another sacrifice. And I made my opponent build a thing. I felt really proud of that, because again, I was doing a deliberate thing. Now, when this happened, I had a really big, holy shit moment. I'm ahead in resources. This all feels very good overall. I think I needed to build a larger building here. WD is the hotkey. Or QD. QD is the hotkey for a market. Because if I can shove a market in here, these have a range of 5, and a market has 5 tiles. So I can much more safely wall. That's what I need to remember to do. I do like how I just fucking accidentally made a man-at-arms. So this was me kind of panicking, because I'm like, oh shit. And then my guys are taking a dumb path. I wasn't even thinking about walling this side yet. So this is just a lot of free kills that my opponent gets. Let's see how many resources wind up getting killed here. Now this is another thing that, in this engagement, I obviously don't have a blacksmith. In this engagement, I was like, okay. Also, wow, I didn't build my second archery range. All right, whatever, that's fine. A lot of idle TC time. And I'm clicking up. Go me. So let's stop and actually look at Pablo's economy. Archers round 2. Maybe could have clicked up at the same time as I. But this is something that I think I need to be a little bit more cognizant of. That right now, I'm just not doing a lot of microing when I'm playing in these kinds of situations. Like if I have Unit A countering Unit B, I kind of let them sit there and fight. And there came a point in this where I was like, holy shit, you're actually fucking me up. I think that if I am not moving... Like, let me get this straight. A archer shoots every 2 seconds. A skirmisher shoots every 3 seconds. Okay. I think I thought that those were a lot closer together than they actually were. Because I think by just sitting there and just eating shit, like, this means that I can actually spend a higher percentage of time dodging. Logo's blocking your upgrades. Armor 1 is huge for this engagement. Yeah, I know Purified, but I already mentioned that, and I don't have a blacksmith, so... I'm sort of aware of the upgrade stuff. Let me get rid of my logo, which is tough for me because I'm a complete egomaniac. So, here's what's funny. This is, I think, the funniest thing that happened to me in this entire game. One of the things that I have watched a lot of pros do is save up wood as they're going to Castle Age. Because, I mean, technically, I'm the Burgundian, so I have already gotten my bit axe upgrade. But, you know, if I pop back over to the tech tree, this bow saw... I'm sorry, I said bit axe, yeah. I already have gotten my bow saw, but I know that players will get bow saw right as they go up. That's 100 wood. And they'll also often get 2 town centers, which is 550 wood. So that's 650 wood. And then what if they want to make any other structure? That's another roughly 200 wood for like maybe a monastery, maybe a siege workshop, or, you know, in my case, I want to get like a university. So hitting the age up with like 850 wood is actually positive for a lot of things that you would want to do. And I was so distracted, I didn't remove anyone from wood. And when I aged up, I looked and went, this is like the first game where I've had a lot of wood when I hit Castle Age. I always fuck this up. It's like the first time it's ever happened to me. Oh my god. Oh, it's so stupid. Alright, so Villain pulls back because I'm going to have Elite Skirmishers, which, as we saw, took me 1 billion years. I think I was actually so startled by having all this wood. So I was like, alright, so I want to take up a little bit more space with these town centers. So I don't know, with 8, and I have 17 on that side. Aha. So here's a mistake. I recall saying, I'm scared to move forward. Oh, God. I should just move forward and harass with these things. Because my opponent's still on feudal. And the thing I'm actually really worried about is if they hit Castle Age and then knights come out. So I can just, like, push forward and then, like, pull back. Or I can just push forward and wait until I see the knights and then pull back. I mean, I can actually just pressure here. I think I'm underestimating just how much. I'm just surprised actually at how much that is impactful. And then at this point in time, I was kind of surprised at how good my economy felt in terms of going eco, but I also wanted to get the university. So I think I did rebalance my stuff quite quickly here. But I think I underestimate just how much wood the skirmisher stuff needs. So that's what I should have spent the other bulk of wood on. I started getting a bunch of upgrades and a bunch more farms. I think I needed to be more diligent about just going, no, dude, I'm just literally going to get the upgrades. Yeah, look at this. I start needing to pull a whole bunch of guys off. Okay, so this is something that I need to remember, which is Elite Skirmisher costs 230 wood. Where are you? Where the heck is ballistics? Found it. 300 wood. So maybe if I hit age up, I do a lot of stuff with knights, and knights is all wood and food. Right? If I want to get, like, this is... I said wood and food. I misspoke. I'm going knights. Everything is food and gold. This is food and gold. The damage is food, food and gold. If I look at the knight upgrade, that's food and gold. Knights themselves cost food and gold. So I think that I kind of have habitized when I am hitting this age, building lots and lots of farms just automatically. Kind of like how right when you hit feudal age, you convert all your wood into farms like as quickly as you can. Just like get that economy going right away. At this point, I think a big error for me is that I was like, okay, time to start macroing up. Look, I already have enough farms, and I'm like building more farms and shit. And this is where I pulled all the guys off wood. I think in the future, if I'm like, wow, I really need elite skirms, what I should do is I should go to TC, get elite skirm, get a university, get ballistics, apply pressure, then get a third town center. That's what I should do in the future. Nice. Okay, good note for myself. So my opponent has only killed 7 workers this entire game. So in this case, I was like, I'm definitely fine. Because my opponent is just making archers. This, at first I thought that this was knights. And I was unbelievably fucking surprised. But then I clicked and they were cav archers. And I was like, oh. Okay, sure. That's fine. Wow. And my opponent, like, literally. They're like actually running low on gold. Huh. I want to monitor their economy because this... Huh. Okay, that is interesting. That is very, very interesting. Let me explain what's happening in my brain right now. The thing that I always understand everything through is the inputs of resources. Everything that I just said in terms of this analysis, you know, I want to push forward with the skirmishers to get map control, but I was scared because I felt like I couldn't push out until I got elite skirmisher. And the reason I couldn't get elite skirmisher and ballistics is because I overspent wood. And the reason I overspent wood is because I made this third town center and started building farms on autopilot and was shocked to discover how much wood I needed to get those. Great. I now have reframed my problem to myself in terms of my economy. But a lot of the way that I am, in a sort of simplified sense, understanding my opponent is things like, if you get many units, you don't have many villagers. This is kind of an economic statement, but it's not a sophisticated economic statement. So I was under the impression that my opponent was, in fact, going for many, many archery ranges, pressuring aggressively. This was my understanding, and I was right. Go Sean, good job. But I never once thought about the following. If my opponent is going 2 archery ranges and has a lot on gold, I saw like 10 at least on gold early on. That means that like a couple minutes later, they have to go out and find their gold. And I've never quite asked myself the question, if someone is going heavy on gold pressure early, when does it run out? And I'm going to get an answer to this game. That's really cool. Skirmishers, I have no intuition on how to control. Oh, does Thumb Ring affect skirmishers? Archers, cavalry, skirmishers get 100% accuracy for stationary targets. All archer and cavalry archer units fire 18% faster. But skirmishers don't shoot any faster. Got it. Okay. Dude, I've only lost 7 villagers. I've only lost 8 villagers. Are you hearing this down here? It's like a constant... Oh, I see. It's the 2 sounds playing at the same time. If I took this and I moved it over to here. And capture rate is still giving simulation. I love how I just, like, went out here with these dudes. Yeah, once I saw 2 of these, I was like, uh-oh, shit. I maybe could have stuck around here a little bit and fucked with things more. I mean, I'm actually confident that I could have. At some point, I was just like, nope, not doing it, I'm out. Actually, I was lingering there longer than I had thought. So let's see, there's a gold here and here. Yeah, look at that. It's starting to run a little dry, are we? Nah. See how diligent I was about retrieving relics? Oh, I felt so good about that. My Mangonel micro was just hilariously dog shit. Alright, I totally forgot about these guys. I built it far enough away this time. Yeah, this is another issue that happens to me as I run out of stone because I forget where my stones are. Dude, and I clicked up on the most vulnerable location, helping guarantee that I could get fucked with. Really inspiring. I might want to get that mod that shows the range indicator on these things. I have a real hard time figuring that shit out. Dude, these things drove me insane, man. This one house, they were like, you got it, go right around the front. I was like, no! This castle I thought was very good by me. That was very heads up. I also made sure to save up wood going on the age up. Wow, I was in way better shape than I thought I was. I'm actually happy that I didn't try to do a counterattack raid with these guys immediately. Should have pulled back with the knights, I just let them fall. If I pulled back with everything, the knights would have been absorbing the lion's share of things. This is where I remember to repair. Here's where I built a second monastery, because I couldn't remember QD. Dude, this is why RTS games are fun, is games like this. I even got chemistry, man. I'm like crazy. Crazy in the coconut. My opponent is also keeping the money mostly low. And I also have insane amounts of idle TC. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Well, my opponent is baroque. My opponent is way more broke than I thought that they were. Although, I do think they could have gotten to a better position. And here's where I think I did, in fact, just go straight for their castle. No, I went for their trebs. Huh. Dude, once you get, like, 3 or 4 trebs, it's just ridiculous how fast these things fall. Dude, the skirmishers are actually fucking ridiculous. This is the most insane shit I've ever seen. Alright, go me. This was so funny when I sent all my guys out, because I'm like, there has to be resources up here. And there were no resources up there. Oh man, dude, that is one of the most pleased with myself that I have ever been. Let's see if we can do it again. I want to keep playing on Arena because I think Arena punishes me more for the mistakes that I'm trying to work on. And one thing that I want to avoid right now is not getting punished. Like, punishment, I feel like is very clarifying. JDP El Grillo says, Villain's Market use really hurt them there. Well, I have news for you, sir. I didn't even notice that they used the market. Was I not saying Arabia? I mean Arabia. Arabia is where I get punished a lot. I may have said Arena. Arena doesn't punish any mistakes. You're just dilly-dallying around and then you die. And you're like, I don't even fucking know. Old Cream Hand says, hey man, I've been thinking about getting into Brandon Sanderson books. Can you recommend a good starting point? Sci-fi is my favorite. The chat here might be better at recommending, because, I generally don't have a lot of time to read books, so when I do, I tend to read things that are, like, one-shottable. But I really enjoyed Legion by Brandon Sanderson. It's a novella. Very, very good. I don't know. I think that... Oops. I'm ready. Part of me is just like, dude, if you're like, I want to get into a book series, dude, just start with The Way of Kings, you know? Ah! Ah! What happened? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm against the Britons! Oh, we're black screened over there? Oh shit, I'm so sorry, everyone. I now understand what happened. Sorry about that. I'm not going to deviate too much right now. Where's my other cows? Where the fuck is this? What in the fuck? What the fuck is happening here? Sorry, something is going wrong on my tech side at the start of the game that wildly distracted the shit out of me. And now I have maybe auto-hosed my opening. You know what? You're gonna go here. You and you are gonna go here. So, where are my other cows? Alright, I guess I have 4 on this. Alright, I think I have had my cow stolen. Fuck! Fuck! Dude. This start is fucking awful! Ah! Alright, so I think my cows have been stolen. Alright. By the way, this is a case in point example of what I was speaking about earlier, which is that, like, how distracted I can get when small things are going awry. Like, it needs a lot of conscious energy from me to actually to do things in this game. I'm not yet at the point where my muscle memory is kind of kicked in and I feel good about that. $17, $18, $19, $20 loom. Alright, I don't see any signs of villain at all yet. Alright, this is a sign of villain. 5 gold on the patch. Aha! Mining camp. Okay, so this could be a signal. Alright, we're just gonna burst into tears and scream. Because this is where the early inefficiencies are fucking haunting us. Oh, I want to fucking scream. We did it. So I think I'm getting men-at-arms rushed. So here's what we're gonna do. I know exactly what happened with my build, at least, so that's positive. I don't see a little flag. Go home. Die. Whoo! This is such bad news! Thought I told you guys to mine in this very specific order. An archery range, I see. An archery range. Building, don't worry. Holy shit, I'm actually doing it. Nearly. Oh, look at this. Mistakes. I built an archer. Fucking idiots. What in the whole fuck are we doing? You idiots don't do that at all. Pull back till I get the armor. Fucking woodlines, man. I'm playing actually well. And I do use actually with some cynicism there, because, like, I normally do not play this well. Castle Age, you say? Oh shit, I fucked something up here. I do not have enough for this. Ah! How much is this? Yep, we can do that. Shit. Ah, I was doing so good, and then I messed that up. I really need elite skirms. And this is food. And this. See, I always do this. I literally was talking about it beforehand. That I built the second one, and I was thinking about my timing. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. No! And now I can get this upgrade. This went from so good to a fucking disaster, like, immediately. Dude, this went so bad, so fast. I might not even be able to do this now. Oh, dude, total fuck-ups. Dude, I have 19 villagers. Oh my god, what a fucking disaster. Dude, literally, this was just not having enough wood on the age up. Oh, dude, I'm just gonna say GG. Dude, I literally was owning. Dude, I literally was fucking doing so great. And it was one mistake and one mistake alone. I just didn't focus enough on wood on the age up. That's it. Didn't focus enough on wood on the age up. It's just not that complicated. I mean, it's rough, Thomas. Like, the punishment was hard, but I think that the first half of it was awesome. Like, I was doing a really, really, really good job. What happened is, why not use the market? So, Anil Sunder, we would need to have a market. And to have a market, I would need about 150 plus gold. And, or excuse me, 150 plus wood. And if I tried to go for 150 plus wood, is it better to then build the market to be able to get to 230 wood? Or is it better to just try to save in order to get to 230 wood? Like, that's not actually the problem. The problem that was happening is I was really in the zone defending. I'm trying to make sure that I could tech up to Castle Age. But then I'm not used to having scouts and skirms. And what you've heard me say before is, I'm going to try to pressure now that I have skirms. But by doing that, what fell out of my brain is think about and focus on wood. I had all the plan of exactly what to do coming up. And I just wasn't paying attention to my economy. And that's totally fine. So Ace to switch to Knights when you hit the age up and see the wood eco isn't going to cut it. I would say that's not the problem. Like, this is like showing up to your date without your wallet or your phone and realizing you can't pay for anything. The problem is showing up to the date with nothing. The problem is not like, well, maybe in the future you could arrange a date at a location where someone has an IOU for you. You know, it's like solving the wrong problem. So, I mean, even though it was a painful loss, that's all good. I mean, these things are just natural when you're trying to learn how a complicated game works. I mean, the point that I made before is one that I found very reassuring to myself when I was like a competitor, because it's really easy to get really mad and be like, oh, I think I'm better, oh, I shouldn't have lost that, oh, you know, and all this sort of thing. But, I mean, I don't think that's the point. The point is like, okay, what is the specific thing that's going wrong in my play? Very clear, very simple, specific thing. I need to pay attention to wood. And I'm also trying to do something new, so it fell out of my brain. And that shit happens, and that's okay. So let's do this backwood. My irritation at that happening is honestly vastly outweighed by how happy I am with how I played in that game at the start. Oh shit, I didn't build this other guy. Notice how talking and playing still is not my strong suit. Slightly awkward backside, but I'll probably wall like. You bastard! Oops, I thought that they would take 3 shots. Alright, I'm idling a lot. Oh, that little small distance is so annoying. Whoops, I did this way late. Improvisation commencing. I think I know how I'm going to adjust this build next time. When I have the bunnies out here, or the chickens, or whatever you want to... Whatever the fuck they're called, I really like... Oops. Jesus, why do I keep idling? Ah! Well, I mean, I actually know why I'm idling. Before, I just didn't scout. Scouting is not a thing that your pal Day9 did at all. And because I'm scouting, things are just falling out of my brain. And I'm kind of okay with making these mistakes, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to practice the muscle memory of doing the build while scouting like this. And I just don't have it, and that's alright. Alright, is there any gold being... I'm getting marmed. I'm getting men-at-armed. I don't know if I have time to do this. I am going to try to do this. Oh, did I? Oops, didn't do this? Ah. Ah, what's happening in my brain? Looks like I couldn't have done it in time. It's okay. Ooh, whoops. Save it! Yeah! Alright, go fuck with the enemy. Yeah. Actually, I hate shift queuing in this game, sure. shit, you fucking assholes. Alright, so Villain is getting a stable. I mean, this is an insanely ambitious wall, but I am at least being deliberate in the way that I wish to be. Continue to scout. Did it a little bit late. Double stable, huh? Dude, this is the game of, like... Ooh. The great anti-clutching. So I am actually going to begin getting upgrades. I am a little scared here. This is my control 5, this is my control 6. Because I have a lot of wood. So I actually think that I can get a second one of these. I also want to get this upgrade. Can I out-cavalry the player that's going double cavalry? Or perhaps my opponent's going for camels. I am Burgundians after all, yeah? Look at the town center right there. Oh shit, that's gonna fall real fucking fast. Never didn't have it. Please chop the fucking wood. Be not afraid, Sean. Push out. More wood, more wood, more wood. He's going for relics. Fuck! I knew it. This is why I was trying to fight for center control, because I did not want this to happen. This is why I was trying to wall off, but I don't think I realized how easy it is for knights to get in on those flimsy-ass fucking walls. Nice. I'm so fucking annoyed. This is what I was trying to fucking do. Alright. Well, we'll get two. Good trades for the ages. So what's my play here? I am going to try to really macro hard. Alright, got those out. Today I learned. Now, what is the right play here? I actually think the right play is to go for a castle. I think I have my knight stuff waiting in the wings. I see. Castle seems even more really good right now. I feel like this is risky, but I want to not castle here. I want to castle a little farther forward. Not gonna slow anything down. I'm a little concerned about how risky this feels, but that's okay. Oh, I just canceled Imperial Age. Woo! I just fucking canceled Imperial Age. Woo! Woo! That is a fucking bad feeling. Let me tell you right now. That feels really bad. I thought I had on this one, but it was on this one. Oh, woo! That is a terrible bit of information that I have just come across. Wowie zowie, holy moly. Well, my opponent is Lithuanians, which means they're doing the latest thing. And cannoneers. This is bad news for me. Right on time. Oh my god. Everyone gather back here. I mean, basically, I have to wait for Paladin, huh? Go chop wood, please. I have no fucking wood at all. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for maximum upgrades, baby. Really like some more wood. I don't know how badly I lose this fight. Oops, 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 oops. Oh my fucking goodness. Ooh, that's a mangonel. Dude, I just always seem to run out of wood in this game. The canceling of Imperial Age was... I think that was quite an issue. Oops. Here. Oh, this guy is just so fucking rude. Dude, the fact that I canceled is actually the worst thing of all time. Man, I would have been so much more prepared! Alright, okay, well, I mean, I think I know what happened, which is that I fucking canceled it. I actually want to take a peek at that. Because I actually think that I had a reasonable understanding of what was happening in the game. I messed up a little bit with my control. But I think I read the situation correctly, which was if my opponent is going for double stable, it's either camels or knights, and I should just get... And by the way, I didn't even realize they were Lithuanians until I literally saw the latest. Did we win? Dude, Tangerine, we canceled Imperial Age. Oh! What a misclick. No, Logo doesn't need to come back. We're turning the stream off, baby. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, I'll leave it off. I often, when I have video calls, Ghosty, I actually turn it off during those periods of time. And so really what we're doing is we're just getting a head start on my calls tomorrow, you know? So I want to see something. Why am I behind? Oh, so it's just idle TC time? Yeah, I had a number of periods this game of idling while scouting, and that's fine. That's the thing that I'm practicing. No economic deaths! Woo! Now, if only I just was better at constructing things. So right now I've had 2 minutes and 44 seconds of idle eco, and that's just literally the thing that's owned me. Dude, Tangerine 68, I would extremely strongly recommend Crushed in Time. This is cute. It never occurred to me to build a gate like that. Then you can continue to rally things in. That's really nice. I need to remember that. That one I was never getting. Where are the relics in this? There's one here. Yeah, this... I feel like I should have gotten 3 of these. I didn't understand how quickly these knights knock things down. If I had known that, I just would have done a more secure wall earlier on. I think that's fine. I had way too many on gold for too long, because I needed enough to click up, but then I can reallocate off. This, I actually was really happy with having done this. But my opponent was going 5 TC. Oh my god. Here, I thought I was gassed doing 4. I made too many of these, I think. My opponent's on 5 TC, but is also, like, not... Okay, look at this. I'm teching up. Let's see how much time I actually lost here. So, how close is it to being done? This is what I'm curious about, because we accidentally canceled this in this game. Ooh, wow, we really canceled it really late. Oh! Ooh, we canceled it with like 45 seconds left. Woo, woo! Okay, so what would have happened right now is we would have begun building Paladin. We would have gotten... Wow, yeah, no, that... I mean, that really... That just... That's far worse than I even realized. So, also, again, I want to observe that still not having enough wood. Still not having enough wood. Well, I completely forgot that halberdiers existed. It's funny, even though I always call spearmen halberdiers, I think I have clicked up the halberdier upgrade like twice in the last 3 months. I just always forget that there's a Castle Age, there's an Imperial Age upgrade there. Like, yeah, I always forget this thing. Because my brain keeps halting at Elite Skirms. And just being like, oh yeah, counter unit stop here. I don't know why. Latest with the bonus +3 is tough. I mean, I'm pretty yoked myself. Taking this fight, I always get a little over ambitious with paladins, but I just didn't need to take this fight at all. But I think that I was at this point where I was just like so fucking panicked. Well, not panicked is the wrong word. I don't really panic in these situations. I guess I was so just like, I don't know, I guess this? Like, I don't know, my brain was completely thrown into a tizzy. I mean, I guess I was, like, my macro was okay at the end. I mean, I had a lot of resources. Let's see this other thing. So how much is this? This is 4 plus 22, so it goes from 45 to 55 to 60. It goes from 4 to 6, and it gets plus 10 versus cavalry. It's plus 12 damage. That's awesome. That's a huge jump. Holy moly. Alright, well, with that, everyone, see you tomorrow for some more Age of Empiring. I think that our gameplay, we had a lot more higher spikes of success in our games today. And I think that maybe the most valuable lesson that I feel like I've taken away today is the wood. With the wood when I'm teching up to Castle Age, understanding just how wood expensive skirmishers are, making sure I have enough wood for transitions from Castle to Imperial Age, that's something that's come up a lot. Also, making sure I have enough wood for Imperial Age if I need to get bombard cannons. I also am trying to make sure I have enough wood when I get to Imperial Age to get trebuchets. So yeah, we're going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be streaming all week next week. There's an error on my website that's not updating the calendar, but I'll fix that and I'll have things all set up. In any case, anyone, hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. GG.